Welcome filmmakers, fans, and friends to Indie Cinema Showcase, your #1 source for filmmaking, conventions, and everything in between. I'm Christina Carmona.
And I'm Jeremy Carpenter. Together, we'll be bringing you the best and brightest that Florida has to offer with focus on Central Florida.
In today's episode, we'll be speaking with actor Daniel Wachs and checking out a film by the Real Idiots crew.
And we will also revisit some of our past events and then check out what films you should see before you die.
All right, let's get things started with a fake commercial about Gus's diesel-powered garage door openers, the theoretically safest and most innovative garage door opener solutions ever made. And it's written, directed, produced, and edited by Tyler Consul.
Are you stuck in the past with electrical technology? Are you disgusted with your garage door sounding like this? That's just downright torture.
Then you need the one and only Gus's diesel-powered garage door opener. From Gus's diesel-powered garage door openers, I'm Gus.
Efficient, quiet, and up to 35 times faster than those embarrassing smartphone-controlled door lifts.
Pool boys around here. I don't understand what it is.
I wish I could get a different pool boy. Where are they finding these pool boys?
That's what I want to know. Don't get me started about this place. I really can't even.
So enjoy your new garage thing.
Hot darn. Oh, excuse me, sir. One quick question.
Yeah, how do we get the garage open from the outside?
Made in Detroit.
Damn it. Now I'm gonna have to to that guy later on.
What the hell are you looking at, my next door neighbor, Candace? That's what I thought, Candace, you jealous.
Tell your ancient mom to get her nasty poo-poo back inside the house.
Go ahead. You want to talk that now?
Is that a gun?
Absolutely. And she will shoot you.
Gus's produces the safest and smartest garage door opener solutions to keep everyone feeling like a big leaguer. So schedule your free estimate. So schedule your free estimate this week only and receive a diesel-powered fish tank pump by Gus's. As a winner of the prestigious Hard Hat Magazine's Consumer Choice Award for Garage Door Openers Southeast Region 2021, Gus's garage door diesel-powered openers are fired up to provide the power that women value.
10.
Almost done. Y'all trust your garage door openers this much? For your safety, have a professional like, bring it up!
Let's meet our capable team of gifted garage door opener professionals. They're magnificent, they're sleek, they're merciful, they're instinctive, and even complex.
If I asked you to dance, would you say yes?
Here's a quick garage tip for you. Beat my son with a rake like that. Open the garage door for a loved one today. For all your garage door opener needs, come on by Gus's diesel-powered garage door openers.
We're the only company that doesn't poach elephants.
For installation, service, or just to have dinner sometime, contact Gus's garage door diesel-powered openers today. Para instalación, servicio a simplemente para sonar. Comuníquese hoy mismo con los abridores de puertas de garaje diesel de Gus.
Philly born and raised, Daniel Wachs had a 32-year career in radio broadcasting, including owning and operating radio stations in New York, Ohio, and West Virginia, before moving to Orlando, where he discovered film, TV, and voiceover acting. As a voice actor, Dan has billed over 2,000 projects since 2010 and has recorded for numerous clients you are actually familiar with. So, for today's Industry Insight, we sit down with Daniel Wachs.
Hey everybody, in the studio with me today, I have actor Daniel Wachs. Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. It's great to connect this way. I love it.
I appreciate being here.
Yes, yes. So, you have quite the career. You had a 32-year career in broadcasting?
Radio broadcasting.
Radio broadcasting.
Yeah.
Where did that transition to what you're doing now?
Well, that's really interesting. Yeah, I did everything in radio you can do, from being an overnight DJ in a station that was like 250 watts. You couldn't hear it outside the parking lot. It was that small. And eventually, over the years, I became a manager. Then I owned and operated radio stations. I sold them all, came down here to Orlando, and was GM of a couple of radio stations here.
Wow.
And I retired in 2000. Then I started doing some really strange little businesses, and I met a guy who designed a website for me, and he was an old radio guy, and he was a voice actor.
Ah.
And that's how I got in voice acting, meeting this guy, Don Capone in Florida. He was in Tampa, he's in Claremont now.
Right.
And he said, why don't you try it? And I said, sure. I'm a boy, I like toys, and you buy a microphone and you buy a little bit of equipment and you give it a go, and I did.
Wow, and look at that.
14 years ago.
14 years ago. And
Yeah.
you've done what? Well over 2,000 projects or something like that?
Yeah, I think the last invoice I sent out yesterday was like $22.79.
Wow.
So it's like, it's been a good 14 years.
Yeah, and how do you keep it going?
Well, every project is different, it has its own life, and there's so many different kinds of projects. Then, because of the internet, you get to work with people all over the world.
Yeah.
So, one day you're talking to a boardroom full of people in Spain. Where was the guy I talked to a couple days ago? Russia. I had a client in Russia dealing with some kind of Uber alternative commercial that I did for them. So you meet people from all over the world. Each project is different. So it's like acting. If you get a new script and it excites you, it's like rebirth. You start all over.
Right. Now, question for you. When we had COVID, did that bump up a lot of the voiceover work?
Voiceover was the perfect COVID industry because you work alone in a room.
Yeah.
And you could shut the door. So basically, I don't recall any bump effect in terms of number of projects during COVID, but it was a safe way to make a living.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd imagine, just because of the fact that that is something that you can do on your own.
That's the thing. If you're an actor, and I know a lot of actors look at this TV show.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're an actor and you have a project, maybe before COVID, you'd go someplace to audition, you'd go someplace for a callback, and you'd go someplace if you got the gig.
Right.
So you could be flying to Atlanta, driving to Miami, or wherever it might be. It's expensive. In voiceover, I get a call or a text from a client at 8:30, hey, are you available at 11:30? Yeah, and I walk 11 feet to my studio, which is a converted bedroom.
Yeah.
And I could look, everything's
like
a mess,
mine. Yeah.
just a total mess. I don't have to put on makeup. I don't have to look good for the
Right.
camera. There's cameras here. Basically, it's easy. And it pays more than I believe acting pays.
Wow. I
Because-
believe it.
Yeah, how many actors have enough gigs that they're making money on a consistent basis?
Not very many.
Yeah, it's a
Not
tough
very many.
business.
Yeah, it is a tough
Yeah.
business. And you also teach, correct?
I teach, yeah.
All right. So you teach voice acting.
Yeah,
Tell
I-
me about that.
Well, it was hard for me to get into teaching because I never thought years ago that I had the patience to do it. And I started doing it in 2013, and I think it makes you a better person when you're a teacher.
Yeah.
Because it makes you kinder, softer, gentler, and you listen. You have to really listen to be a teacher, and that's the basic skill of acting, is listening.
Yeah.
And I want to share, voice acting and acting are the same thing. Acting's in front of a camera, voiceover is in front of a microphone, but it's not voice over, it's voice acting.
Right.
So basically, I thought I would give teaching a go, and I've done a lot of seminars, and I've been most proud to get people into the business that are now voice actors making a living. That's the gold for me, when one of my students gets their first gig.
I love
That's the
that.
best. Yeah, I love it too. Yeah.
I love that you've been able to take your years of experience and be able to help people come up into this world. What is one thing that's maybe a misconception about voice acting?
One of the misconceptions is there are millions of voice actors. They're
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
So the misconception is you're up against 1 million people when you're a voice actor, and the truth is, if you do it right, you'll be up against anywhere between 20, 50, or 100 people at the most, and you can't get that when you're looking for a 5 and under role in a major TV network show.
You're
where
right.
where 500, 600 people have auditioned, if not thousands.
Right.
So basically, that's a big misconception. You can audition against a small number of people, raising your chances of being successful. And the other huge misconception is the quality of your voice makes you a good voice actor.
Right.
Not the case. If you look,
interesting.
Christina, if you look at network TV at night, some primetime commercial, and listen to the voices and the voiceovers, if that guy walked up to you who does the Lexus ad, Lexus in pursuit of perfection,
Yeah.
and he said, I'm a voice actor, you'd go, no, you're not. You don't have a good enough voice. It's not about the quality of the voice, the vocal quality. It's about the performance.
I
and
love
what you
that.
do with that instrument that you have.
Yeah.
And clients are looking for real people. They're not looking for golden throat
Right,
announcers.
you're right. I
Yeah.
love that perspective. That's changed
Yeah.
my perspective even. And now you've got a short film in the works, yes?
Yeah, I do acting too. And then
Okay.
I met a homeless person about 15 or 20 years ago, and we had an interaction, and it took me that long to write a short film screenplay, which we're shooting shortly. It probably is already out by the time this airs.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, I'm doing my second short film and put together a wonderful crew. Fred Zara, who's a really great filmmaker here, is the director, Robin Hoffman of Hoffy's Heart Production.
I love Robin.
First assistant AD.
Yeah.
Mauricio Vega from Full Sail, the teacher, is my DP. I mean, I have a wonderful, wonderful crew. So, you know, fingers crossed. So many things have to be
great.
right.
Tell us a little bit about it without giving too much.
Well, it's about an older guy, and I'm playing that role, who really has a lot of material wealth, but he doesn't have human connections. So it's about a lonely guy who meets this young woman in her 30s who's homeless, and how they mesh together for redemption on both of their parts. So it's really, I think, a pretty moving thing, and hopefully the audience will
Well,
too.
I can't
I
wait
hope.
to see it, and maybe
Yeah.
we can put it on our show and showcase it there.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Thank you. In advance.
Oh, of course, of course. Now, where can we find more information about maybe taking a class? Maybe you're going to teach me. Where can we get that information?
Great. So if you're looking for voiceover coaching or training, there's a website, of course, there's always a website, voiceovercoachdan.com, and you can schedule a coaching session, or you can call me and we can talk about it, because I always try to gauge where my potential students are and what they need, and let's find out if I'm the person who can provide it, because there are thousands of voiceover coaches out there. But I try to take a boots on the ground approach based on what I've learned and make things very, very practical. My goal would be to get you your first voiceover gig, if you want to go in that direction.
I love that. If you're interested in voiceover, Daniel is the person to go to. I might just go do the same thing. So thank you for that. Guys, stick around. There's more to come. Want to be a guest on the show, promote your project, or have your film featured? Visit our website at indiecinemashowcase.com. You can also catch past episodes while you're there.
And don't forget, you can also support the show by following us on our socials. Facebook at ICS TV, and on Instagram and X as well at ICS TV Show. And if you'd like to reach out to us directly, shoot us an email at icstv@yahoo.com.
ICS Fun Fact. George Lucas had an Alaskan Malamute who rode shotgun in his car. Loyal, hairy, and the inspiration behind Chewbacca. Her name? Indiana. Yep, she also inspired that iconic character. Lucas even gave her a shout out in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when Indy's dad, Sean Connery, says,
"We named the dog Indiana."
You are named after the dog?
Got a lot of fond memories of that dog.
Welcome back. Now it's time for our segment we like to call On Location with ICS. In this episode, we visited Studio Lot Orlando in the Oviedo Mall for a network event held by John Lux from Film Florida and co-hosted by the Orlando Film Commissioner, Brooke Hill.
Studio Lot Orlando held a Film Florida networking event with the director of Film Florida, John Lux, and Brooke Hill from the Orlando Film Commission. This event was open to all the film community, with John and Brooke answering questions and letting filmmakers know what's going on behind the scenes in the Florida industry. It also gave filmmakers who haven't been to Studio Lot Orlando a chance to check out the sets and talk with co-owner Beth Wheatley. After the event, we spoke to John Lux and a few guests and asked them what they thought about the event. All right, Carol.
So you are here at this film networking event.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Melbourne, Florida.
So you came all the way here for this event. I love that. Why did you decide to come to this event?
Well, my girlfriend invited me, Terry, and I'm always looking to meet people and learn more and promote myself most of all.
And speaking of promoting, what do you do?
I'm an actress. I'm a cosmetologist and a master barber. And I want to learn more about the business. I'll even be a PA or what is it, the clapboard thing? I just love learning.
All right, Tristan. So you are one of the people that decided to come to the filmmaking networking event.
Yes.
What did you learn today?
I learned that the film industry in Florida is a lot more robust than I had anticipated. Even though everybody kind of feels like they're doing their own thing and in their own little pockets or whatever, we're actually a lot more busy and a lot more hungry for, film work than anybody else in the country. And I'm glad to be a part of it.
And what made you want to come to this event?
I wanted to meet new people like yourself and a bunch of other people who are here, different directors, producers, writers, cinematographers, all that stuff. It was a chance for me to meet new people, kind of expand my network, but also educate myself on the business side of things and why, the film industry is the way it is in Florida, what, we could do to help it out, organizations we can, that we can support and all that. And I thought this networking event was a great opportunity to do that.
So Terry, what made you come out to this filmmaking event?
It's always good to network and to meet other people, because it's just like you never know who you're going to meet. So, and I am interested in doing voiceovers, and I'm going to start a podcast. It'll be called Time with Terry, and it's regarding topics for seniors and supporting my local business on the Space Coast.
And now this filmmaking event was at Studio Lot. Have you ever been here at Studio Lot?
Of course, yeah. I've known Beth for about 3 years now, back when Studio Lot first started. When it was only like 2 rooms and she had like 4 corners that she like completely filled, right? And so it's been such a pleasure to watch, to grow a relationship and a friendship with her and to see Studio Lot grow into what it is today. This is the 3rd iteration of Studio Lot. And for Studio Lot to survive this long within the Orlando community, it goes to show you how, like I said, how hungry filmmakers are to have a space where they can come in, pay money to get, all types of different sets that they want, whether it's a hospital, a jail cell, whatever, that they can't get in the real world. It might be difficult to get in the real world, right? No, I love Beth so much. She is an incredible person. I'm so happy that she's able to help the film industry in this way in Florida.
All right, John, it's nice to see you again. You've been on the show before. Yep. Now, this is the first time I've been to this filmmaking event networking thing. So what made you put this together?
Well, we did it in association with Studio Lot Orlando and the Orlando Film Commission. Just a way for the people that work in the industry to get out and about and meet each other and learn. We're always about trying to connect people and helping them learn new things about what's going on in the industry.
And what did you really want people to learn from today's event?
Mostly I want them to understand that, sometimes they might feel like they're struggling, but so are other people, and it's okay. But there's a lot of opportunities here in Central Florida for people to work in the industry, but they don't know that unless they hear about it and they're told about it. So I think we just wanted to get people out to meet other people working in the industry, make sure they knew that there are colleagues out there that are going through some of the same challenges that they have, and also some of the good positive things, and hoping that they can capitalize on some of the new connections that they make.
And now I know who you are, of course, and you've been on the show before, but for those who might not know, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what Film Florida is?
Sure. So Film Florida is a statewide not-for-profit. We're a membership-based organization, and our main goal is to grow and strengthen the film and television industry, all kinds of production here in the state of Florida. We do it primarily through our marketing efforts, professional development, networking, and our goal from a statewide perspective is just to help people make connections and learn about opportunities that are available to them. And when we're all working together, it's going to make things a lot better. And so it's kind of the old adage of let's work smarter, not harder. And so the more we can get people out and about and learning from each other, the better it is for everybody.
And where can people find more information?
Well, you can find more about our organization on our website, which is filmflorida.org. You can also find us on all different social media channels, or listen to the Film Florida podcast, which is on all different podcast streaming networks.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate it, and it was great seeing you again.
All right.
For our final segment, here's a film we think you should see before you die. This week, we're going back to 1942 for Casablanca, directed by Michael Curtiz and starring Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. Set during World War II, it's the story of love, sacrifice, and resilience, as one man must choose between the woman he loves and the fight for freedom. Though it wasn't expected to stand out, Casablanca became one of the most iconic films of all times. It's rated PG, and it's our must-see movie before you die. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of ICS. We want to thank Daniel Wachs for sitting down with me and the Real Idiots crew for their funny take on that commercial. We also want to thank Studio La Orlando, John Lux from Film Florida, and Brooke Hill from the Orlando Film Commission. That was a great event.
I didn't get to go to the event.
No, well, next time maybe you'll get invited.
I'm missing all these things.
I know, well.
What's going to change, please? What's going to change? Well, we hope you learned something new, saw something that you loved, or got inspired to get off your couch and go make a movie of your own. Who knows? It might be good enough for us to screen on the next Indie Cinema Showcase.
Don't forget to follow us on our socials, Facebook at ICS TV, Instagram at ICS TV Show, and YouTube at Indie Cinema Showcase.
And if you want a chance to have your work, event, convention, or film festival featured on ICS, send us an email at icstv@yahoo.com.
Until then, the set is closed, and as they say in the movie business, that's a wrap.
See you next time.